back to Oklahoma. I'm Tiffany Marti, and this is Laurie Jenkins. We are top producing realtors here with Coldwell Banker, and we are so excited to have you back with us on the American Dream.
It's springtime here in Oklahoma, and today we're going to feature one of our favorite venues, the Garden Center at Woodward Park. Tiff, let's go meet our special guests.
Andy, Briana, thank you so much for being our special guests. Will you tell our viewers a little bit about where we are?
Yeah, we're standing in the teaching garden at Woodward Park, which is our most forward-facing program of the Tulsa Garden Center. And it was built about 20 years ago to be really an inspiration garden for people to showcase what they can do in their own yards. So we have little vignettes all throughout this little, 2-acre space, herb garden, vegetable garden. So in addition to just coming out here to relax and enjoy the beautiful scenery, you can also get some education out of it as well.
Absolutely. When we walked up, I saw you actually helping somebody. Was that a question for their own personal yard? He came in and he...
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So people come to just relax, like we do in Woodward Park.
Yes.
And along the way, you kind of say, well, what is that? Could I grow that? And that's exactly why we're here.
You guys are a nonprofit as well, right? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're a 501c3 nonprofit. We've been in Woodward Park since 1954, actually. We've been doing this for almost 70 years.
Wow.
A little over 70 years. And our main mission is horticulture education. So we do workshops, classes, all of that good stuff. We also have 15 other nonprofits under our umbrella. So our plant societies, Rose Society, Bonsai Society. If you're looking for another club to join, we probably have it.
Briana, can you tell us a little bit about the mansion and some of the things and the things that people can do with the venue here at the park?
Yeah, so basically anywhere in the park can be a venue for anything that you can dream up. The mansion is really well known for weddings. It's been used for that special moment for decades and decades. And we have a really interesting experience. A lot of times people will come back here because their parents were married here or their grandparents were married here. And so we have this legacy that continues throughout the generations.
I love that. I know when Tiffany was a little girl, I brought her here and had her pictures taken. And I know when I was a little girl, my parents brought me here to have pictures taken.
Yeah. I got my...
Andy and I both have photos here.
We often reenact our senior pictures when we're doing docent tours or we're training our volunteers to give tours. They really get a kick out of that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about all the people that have had their senior pictures taken here at the park.
Oh yeah, constantly. And we call this season prom season, really, because in the evenings in the spring, as we're leaving our office, it's just descended on by high schoolers dressed to their nines.
Absolutely.
And just, and that's what's really beautiful about what we do.
Briana, I know when people Google Tulsa, Oklahoma and want to know what one of the top 20 things to do in Tulsa, Oklahoma is, I know your venue and your park comes up every time. Can you tell us some other special things that happen here?
Yeah, so just this upcoming weekend we have Springfest, which is Tulsa's oldest running garden market. We also have Wine and Roses in the fall, which people love. We always do it in the arboretum as the sun is setting and involve local restaurants and wineries. And then we have ongoing plant sales throughout the year. In fact, the pond behind us, we do a pond plant sale in July where our staff gets in the pond and harvest. They're not growing right now, but the lotus and lily pads, I'm probably forgetting something. And then we end up selling those in the summer for people's backyard.
How can we follow along and see what you guys have coming up?
Yeah, we have a very active social media presence. We also have a mailing list on our website, tulsagardencenter.org.
Okay.
And just come by the park. Come talk to us. Come visit. Make it part of your rotation.
If we come visit, where should we come to see you guys?
The teaching garden's always my go-to.
Okay.
And that's what I always direct people to go to first. You can come up in the mansion and visit us in the mansion. That's a public space as well. If there's not a private event going on, please come in and come tour around.
I would love to see it.
Me too. We are in the Tulsa Garden Center mansion. Will you tell us some of the activities that happen here?
Well, how much time do you have?
A lot.
I mean, just like everything we do, this space has a lot of different uses. If you can imagine this being a former residence is kind of wild.
It's dreamy.
I could.
Yeah. So we do a lot of weddings, end-of-life ceremonies, even intimate kind of gatherings. But it's also been used for a floral arranging class for youth and adults. And it also fills up in the spring and fall with tables and plants for a lot of our Plant Society plant sales.
And it was a very intentional choice in the mid-50s when this became the home of the Tulsa Garden Center. This is a space for the public and for the public to let it become whatever they can imagine it to be.
Upstairs is mainly our offices, and it's been changed over the years as those needs have changed. So we should probably count. I don't have an actual number, but this building actually used to be symmetrical. So if you were to walk the other end, you would not see a symmetrical room like this. When the city took over ownership, it was to give it to the garden center for all the plant societies to meet, and they needed a large meeting area. So we have an area that we call the banquet hall or the auditorium that is much more of the time in the 50s. It's a very,
What's the only number of rooms?
I saw
10 bathrooms, that's great.
Yeah, but I saw a blueprint the other day that hadn't made that many bathrooms, and now some of them are offices, so makes you
incredible.
wonder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the history and
the renovation.
yeah.
Laurie and I had a wonderful time learning about the history of Woodward Park and all the wonderful free activities offered in the Tulsa Garden Center. And we hope you did too.
Join us next time on The American Dream.
Selling Oklahoma.